I'm grateful to Steve Marchant who posted a question here, and we're actually going to use this question for our next case study. And this question related to keyword research for his niche. He's writing for a niche pertaining to Ecuador, and he wants to know about keyword search numbers, competition for the keyword, and what the possible cost per clicks might be for the keyword. So we're going to discuss it right now, and hopefully that will answer Steve's question. Great, so once we're in Google AdWords, we will head over to Tools and to Keyword Planner. And so once we're in the Keyword Planner, we could look at the volume for Ecuador. And so it turns out that for Ecuador, the monthly search volume is about 550,000 with low competition. Now, instead of getting turned off by the relatively low search volume, we're going to go and have a look at the long tail opportunities that there is related to Ecuador. So we head back into Tools to our Keyword Planner. And now we're going to have a look at the first tab, which is to search for new keyword and ad group ideas. So we enter there, and now we say Ecuador, get some ideas. And now it will bring up a whole list of keywords related to Ecuador that people search for, and the monthly search volume for it. And we're going to click on download it. So when we download it, I've done this before, we'll get an Excel file. And if we head over to the Excel file, it will show us all the keywords that people search for, and there's a long list of them. If I scroll down quickly, we've got a list of, well, just more than 800 related keywords, and it shows a competitiveness factor, and you'll often see that there's a relationship between how competitive the keyword would be and the suggested bid. Although it's not always the case, sometimes if there's a low volume, a low search volume, the bid comes up. You can see here with hotels in Ecuador, the bid comes up significantly because not many people are searching for it, so there's fierce competition. So the point we're making here is that initially we saw, well, there's only 550,000 monthly searches for Ecuador. But now if we add all of these up, then the picture looks a lot brighter for our client. We see that there's now more than 2 million monthly searches for Ecuador. And so what we would do is, we would ideally, if we want to become a category killer for Ecuador, we would take all of these keywords and we'll create a landing page for them. And you can actually start with the keywords that are the least competitive. So, sort this page, sort the Excel sheet, so that it will show you in terms of the least competitive ones, and then perhaps go for ones with a reasonable volume. And then you would create a landing page for each of them. And of course, I would say here that if we create a landing page for each of these, the landing page will have to offer real value. We can't simply create a page that's stuffed with keywords. It needs to include the keywords that are popular, and we need to write something really sensible and useful for it. You can even create images with these names. In other words, you take various images of Ecuador and you give it a name, Ecuador weather, Ecuador hotel, because that will improve your chances of Google finding you for various things that people search for. Right, so what are the key takeaways here? We want to become a category killer, which basically means that we're going to cover as much content as possible for our category so that we stand out as a content authority. In order to do this, we're going to find all the long tail opportunities. Right, so we use our tools, our keyword planner, identify the long tail opportunities, and then what we do is we're going to create suitable landing pages. We're going to use the names of the keywords as names for our landing pages, and then we're going to go a step further. We're going to create images that contains the keywords as the name of the actual image. Now, obviously Steve's niche that we've used for the example is not that big. If it was bigger and more profitable, you could also think of lead generation. You could work with businesses who are not following through on the opportunities of becoming a category killer for their own niche. You can create the content, capture the leads, and sell the leads to the business, which would easily add another couple of $1,000s to your monthly portfolio. Well, I hope you found this lecture insightful, and I hope you can follow through and take action that's going to be profitable.